Hey guys, Levisus here. I wanted to make this video for a while because of how interesting a specific character is in the show called Icarly. In the Icarly revival, they added a character called Millicent, who is Freddy's adopted child. I wanted to say that she's possibly the most drastic change of being the worst character in the show to the absolute, possibly best character that carries the revival within 8 episodes in the season so far. When her character was first introduced, well, I'll just show you some clips.
I'm making content.
Told you to stop recording me.
Just because you adopted me doesn't make you my dad. Can you like it to give us some traction? Hi, Carly. How's retirement? You haven't posted for a month. And internet years? That's a decade.
As you can see, Millicent in the beginning is shown to be a spoiled brat who's obsessive over the internet way too unrealistically. She is like that through episodes 1 through 4, 4 being the tamest, and her character was at her worst in episode 3. Heck, she was the reason of that episode so far was the second weakness in the season, in my opinion.
Thanks, Freddy!
Yeah. Not Millicent.
It says not Millicent 1, 2, 3, so obviously it's not me. Fine, it's me, Millicent 1, 2, 3. I just took advantage of your insecurities about being a new parent to get some cool stuff.
Yeah, well, this is honestly not her true character in the show. I do believe she was out of character here, considering I don't believe this was her character at all in the first place. She was first shown as some sort of internet-obsessed jerk who takes advantages of people, basically another Megan from Drake and Josh, except dumber and is more obsessed with the internet. But when episode 5 came around, you can start to see how noticeable good change into her character for the better. Episode 5 is my second favorite episode in the season, due to having Millicent be one of the main side plots in the episode, in which it develops not only her, but also the relationship towards Freddy, her father.
Gosh!
Oh, here, let me help with that.
Not on my watch! You're proposing already? He is so needy.
I'm helping her buckle a shoe.
That's how it all starts. Back off, Cinderella.
Why don't you want me to fall in love?
It makes me sad to see you sad, so I'm just trying to protect you.
Millicent, broken hearts are part of life. And you're the kid, okay? It's my job to protect you.
Okay.
Well, honestly, and out of context that I showed you, considering the previous episodes, you would think that she's just pretending to care, when in actuality she's being genuine. Because after this episode, we see a noticeable pattern of her actual character people soon figured out how. Here, I'll show you a small scene from the next episode, which is episode 6, by the way.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, my marriages and the businesses I started were all colossal failures, and I have nothing to show for it.
Hi.
Other than you, the most precious part of my universe.
Moments like these make me want to see her more in the show now. Alright, so next is episode 7, and to me, this is the episode which fully redeemed her character become such a very important character to the show now.
You know, let's talk marketing. Do we have a logo?
Looks like Millicent's Minions has found its secret ingredient.
Revenge?
Yes. And you! Congrats, you're my new CDO. Chief Dad Officer.
Did you just call me Dad?
Calm down, there were 2 other words in there.
I just wanted to spend time with you, but I didn't even get to do that.
Look, you may not be CDO anymore, but I guess I'll keep you on as my dad.
Dad?
Don't make it weird.
Sorry. Okay.
It's time to pivot to real estate. It's all about passive income. How much money do we have in the bank?
My heart. My freaking heart. I thought her calling Freddy Dad for the first time was quite sweet, but the second time? You know, I didn't even think that her calling Freddy Dad the second time would even be more emotional than the first. Freddie really felt that. I felt that. It's only been like, what, 7 episodes? And this really gave an impact for me despite the roller coaster of her character. It's just really sweet. I have no opinion on episode 8 because I haven't seen it yet, but with the clips I saw, her character is just getting better. But even so, I fully understand her character now. Analysis of her character. Millicent is an 11-year-old girl who is Freddie's adopted stepdaughter. Judging by her character, she is most likely a pure tsundere to her father due to him not being the best maturely. Heck, Millicent rarely calls Freddie dad, due to how he mostly doesn't act like how a father should be. She sees Freddie as a failure, but not in the way you're thinking. Freddie had a failed business, 2 divorces, and resorts to live with his mother after that. Hence why Millicent calls Miss Benson grandmother, because she acts like a parent in her eyes. The times when she called Freddie dad was when Freddie actually acted like a supportive father figure during the time in episode 7. Millicent has a very high intelligence for her age, considering that she views things in a business perspective, which is known that older people have business perspectives. Heck, even I have business perspectives, and I'm 19. She also has intelligence over the internet due to living around experience with the internet. Okay, so I'm going to talk about, well, Megan from Drake and Josh, because those two are comparable. When Millicent is mean, it isn't because she's evil necessarily. She is just being honest and isn't hiding anything about herself. Of course, she's not as smart as Megan, but she's realistically smart. Yeah, I know that sounds ridiculous considering that Icarly had an episode where Icarly thought that someone was a robot. This is more as to why I honestly prefer Millicent over Megan. Megan is wicked funny and a star in Drake and Josh, don't get me wrong, but I can't really relate to her considering that she was able to make goddamn machines and buy things secretly like she does something such behind the scenes. Not only that, she hides her intelligence, and it's a cliche nowadays of someone being who they are by torturing the main character, but then when the main characters try to call them out, they don't believe them. For example, the parents don't believe them. Basically, almost everyone don't believe Drake and Josh about Megan being, mean. That's really due to the age, since the show was a couple decades old, while we honestly never seen a character like Millicent. I found that shows rarely give the adopted child a main role and the focus, and I like how the show goes into that. Icarly in general is a very revolutionary show, and it continues to be like that to this day. Here's my conclusion. Now, would I say that she's the best character ever in the show, period? No, of course not. But I think she's an important character in the new Icarly. The new Icarly is differentiated with the old one. Is that the new one focused on the Icarly characters all grown up, but then the question comes to is, what differentiates of them being teens to now being adults? What would make it beyond what it wouldn't be if they stayed like teens, like making a reboot? The main thing is Millicent. The old Icarly would never cover things like this because of them being teens at the time. They wouldn't be going to topics about adoption, child custody, and divorce on the main cast because of that, especially the teens. Millicent really puts in on the difference, making it feel like Icarly, but we saw them grow up as we grow up. I can't wait to see more of Millicent. If you can check out the new Icarly show, I think you'll love it if you love Icarly. Anyways, that is all I have to say for now. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.